Head women's soccer coach Heather Dyke. Lobos had a very successful weekend last weekend, going 2-0, both games at home. Scored more goals again, 2 in each game. They're now up to 37 this season, continuing to lead the Mountain West. And Emily Johnson, junior goalkeeper, was named Mountain West Defensive Player of the Week. The team has also clinched a spot in the Mountain West Conference Tournament, currently tied for second. 3 other teams, a game back the tie for first place, so a lot of tiebreaker scenarios get ironed out.
Overall, a good weekend for us, and especially we've been giving up a lot of goals, so it was great to have a 1-goal weekend and a shutout. We haven't done that in a little while, and to do that and also beat 2 very good Colorado teams, we were pleased with that result, and it allowed us to do some things this week where if we wouldn't have won those games and we were playing to have to get into the tournament against San Diego State, this week would have looked different. So we've been able to actually rest some players and do some things that we think are important for the team. And then we go to San Diego State this weekend with the hope of potentially a shared conference championship. We need Boise State to lose, which they haven't done all season very much, but they had a rough weekend last weekend. And if they do, then there's a shot for us to be co-champions, which is, for this team, I'm really proud of that because they're young and they've worked really hard, and they've gotten better and better and better each game. So I'm very proud of where they are, and I'm proud of where we're going, and I'm quite confident going into the tournament that they're going to keep improving.
Coach, how much pressure does it take off the team that you have the conference tournament wrapped up, but also be focused for this last regular season game?
Yeah, a lot, because that weighs on you. I mean, 6 of 12 teams, and it's been literally like you win one game and you're second, and you lose a game and you're 10th. Like, it's just been. That part of it is I think fatiguing for the players. So for them to be able to lock that up early, we know that we're going, and then really a little bit's out of our hands as far as what place we'll go into, and we'll know more before our game San Diego State. So it gives us the opportunity as a staff to kind of coach to where we might be and who we would like to play. But it's a big burden lifted off of them and us, and I think when you graduate 8 starters and 10 players, and I mean, you lose Claire Lynch, who's your 3rd all-time leading goal scorer. Like, you don't go into the season thinking it's going to be. I mean, people use the term rebuild, and I think we have rebuilt a little bit, but I'm really, really proud of where they're at considering how many we lost.
So what you'd want to do is to have Wyoming lose, San Jose lose, Boise lose, and then you tie for the conference championship. Otherwise, you're right now in 4th place because of the tiebreaker.
We're actually in 3rd. Because of all the different numbers. But the interesting thing is, first of all, Boise State has to lose. If they don't lose, then there is no scenario. But actually, if they lose and everyone else wins and there's a 4-way tie for first, we win. Because the next tiebreaker is goal differential, which we lead the conference, and the next tiebreaker is goals for, and we lead the conference. So, you don't ever want it to be in someone else's hands, but the fact that we lead the conference in goals, and I think last year we had like 12 goals all season, are positive signs. So I don't think anyone wants to play us in the tournament, and that's right where you want to be. So we'll hope that on the day things go our way, but next year we want to make sure that that's in our control and not someone else's. Keep improving every year.
I had 2 questions.
Sure.
I was hoping you'd talk about the strengths of Emily Johnson.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that this team is having fun?
This is my favorite team I've ever coached. I'm sure I'm going to get mean texts from alumni the minute that goes live, but we've had very, very little drama or issues off the field. And when you have that, you have great leadership, because if there are little things, the team takes care of it and we don't have to. So it lets us focus on the culture and the environment and teaching and growing and learning, and the impact our freshman class has made, the way our sophomores have stepped up, the way our juniors are, and our 3 seniors. Like, it's really fun when you walk onto a field with the team and you feel really proud to be a part of it. So that part's been a blast this year. I think they do have a great time. And I don't feel like the season's almost over, so that tells me that we're enjoying it. Some years you can't wait a little bit. But this year I don't want it to be over yet, so we'll hope that we keep extending it. And then with Emily, she started every game last year, and she's been really, really pushed because our second goalkeeper, Malia, is outstanding as well. So this year I think those 2 pushing each other, but it's this really healthy rivalry where they push each other but cheer each other on, and that's a credit to our goalkeeping staff and to those 2. But she's every game getting pushed and every game stepping up, and I think she's very worthy of the award that she was given.
You know, it's a long time, right? It's been 3 years since you had a defensive player of the, it seemed like a long time.
It is, and actually the interesting thing was last year Jessie Hicks got Offensive Player of the Week when I thought she probably should have been given Defensive Player of the Week. But yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've had that, and I think for Emily it's just a positive sign that our hard work is paying off for her.
Coach, you guys have had several come from behind games where you either came back to tie or win. What impressed you most about Sunday's comeback?
I mean, soccer is an ebb and flow game, and it's a player's game. I mean, I played basketball and I've coached basketball, but basketball, a coach has a whole lot more influence on how the game goes because you can call timeout and set plays and adjust things and kind of ruin another team's flow. And in soccer, you can't. The game belongs to the players. So I think the best sign of character is a team that goes down and they don't get flustered and they don't get, I mean, especially in women's soccer, if they turn on each other, you lose them. And our team hasn't done that all year. So even when we're down, even when we lose, they stay together and they stay positive and they find ways. So it's just another sign to me that the culture is right, that the locker room is right, that they believe in each other and they're going to keep fighting for each other. So that, you know, as a coaching staff is something we're really proud of.
Any other questions?
Oh, who does Boise play?
Utah State. Yeah, Utah State, yeah. Thanks, guys.